Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport. And man, this place is rocking today. Today it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see, the number 24th ranked team in the country, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the 12th ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And they'll kick it off to get this season underway. You can feel the excitement here. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Buckeyes offense will be the first up today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Catch made on the out route. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. There's no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that sets up a return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. Wow, so the punt returner all the way to the house to put his team in front now.
Well, that's one way to do it, right? You don't have to worry about your own offense putting points on the board when you get a score from the return team. 6 points on the board, heck of a return, and they're up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a toss to the left side. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Let's fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First and 10 now for the offense. And the single back takes the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
A gain makes it second and medium. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense will set up on first and 10. Scanning the field, it's Joseph. Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Brought down, but he's past the line to gain. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the offense trots back onto the field here. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Joseph. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made, a lot of space now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Trying to run it. It's Lane. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. They'll try to run this one in.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Point after, knocked right through. And the PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The short completion of the tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Offense tops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He finds his man. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Across the 45 now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
On first down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Looking to pass this time. And it's caught. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Looking to pass. It's Joseph. Catch made on the left side. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they jump back in front.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Running through the tackle. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Lewis. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Crucial third down play right here. Press coverage now from the secondary. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He's found some room with the 45. A big play moves the ball across midfield, the opponent's 43. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Find his face at the 20. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Tailback tests the middle of the defense.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No chance to catch him. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Takes the handoff. It's Lane. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Murphy. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, looking to throw it. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Third down just outside the end zone, looking to throw it again. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return, tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield, it's Joseph. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for 6. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They need a miracle, A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. The pass rush closing in. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Turn starts inside the 15. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Hoosiers will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilliam. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back. He caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it.
He's got it on the right. He's loose. Running inside the 20. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches, but just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped the situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trying to power it in. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Using the quick game. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Lane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Across the 45. And he's running in the open. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The back goes in motion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Leaves it with the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackler.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cavazos.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. This offense has a second down play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. The pitch. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Ware. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Cavazos.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Cavazos. We got a timeout here late in the first. to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hoosiers are threatening in the red zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Ware. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the handoff. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying to get to him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to...
Racing down the left side. Past the 30. 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running to go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football catch. A nice route by the wide receiver.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. At the 20, he's got space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the middle. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lets it fly. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Gilliam. Shakes off the defender.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He's going to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. A third and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And it's in for a touchdown.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On second down, just keeps firing. Caught over the middle. It's Ware. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen, but I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got the back over the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They're bringing heat. throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Coming after him. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Lane. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the pressure late in this game.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cavazos. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42, spot alert. Check.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Feeling some heat. Slips away. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
On the set.
They'll run this play from the pistol.
Yankee blue. Green 25.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the single back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got his man out of the backfield. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. He leaves it with his back. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third.
Running toward the tape. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He breaks a tackle. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first.
On the set.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Penny. Moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. All wideouts, no backs. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And now this offense will take the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Snags it over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He's looking to throw it. He's got it. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. They went up top on 2nd and short. Surely they stick to the ground here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Fires to the tight end. Bulls his way forward. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throw.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. And he will house it.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UTEP packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed Miners Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park at El Paso. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking for a man. It's Penny. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. He's looking deep. He's got it. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Throwing right. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
On the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Penny. Trying to get to him. Got his man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver... right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the ready.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
42 spike.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you wonder there if the offense was just trying to catch the defense napping. It's 2nd and 1. They think you're going to be running it, so that's when you take a shot. I like the play call, but just a great job in coverage on the back end, not giving up a big one.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Offense set on 1st down. Running to the left. Great move there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fullback's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throw.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to slam it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Stopped after making the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Penny. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He wants to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The sure hands. It's McLaughlin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Tackled immediately after the catch. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Penny. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
out.